We're back. Mitchell Griffith here with Griffith Goods and Spirits, and today we've got one of the greatest rom-coms of all time.
As you wish.
When he was saying as you wish, what he meant was, I love you.
We're doing The Princess Fried and Death in the Afternoon, Hold the Iocane.
First, let's drink.
As we always do, let's start with a cocktail. Today, we've got one of the easiest cocktails that you can make.
Inconceivable.
It's called a Death in the Afternoon. You'll start off with 1 sugar cube in the bottom of your coupe glass and 1.5 ounces of absinthe on top of that. And to go with the spirit of The Princess Bride, we're gonna saber this champagne bottle.
Where is the poison? The battle of wits has begun.
There we go. All right. And then you're just gonna top this off with about 4 ounces of your sweet champagne. Now, to garnish this cocktail, what you're gonna do is take your paring knife and you're just gonna get 1 lemon zest. And then, in order to trim it up, you're gonna cut your lemon zest just like this. Give it 2 diagonal cuts. And 1 cut down the middle. And then you'll take that zest and just toss it right on the side.
Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Now that we finished the cocktail, we're gonna start off with our brine. So what a brine does is it adds a little bit of flavor to your chicken and allows it not to dry out while you're frying it. So we're gonna start off with about 1 cup, maybe about 10 ounces of buttermilk. And then we're gonna do 1 cup of pickle brine. And then we've got a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper and 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. We're just gonna add that straight in. We've got 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 3 tablespoons of Louisiana hot sauce. And then we're just gonna add in about a pinch or 2 of salt, probably about a tablespoon. And then you can go ahead and add all of your chicken tenders to this. Now that we've added all of those ingredients to it and added our chicken, we've coated it with a little bit of black pepper. We're gonna cover this and set it in the fridge for about 24 hours just to let that brine be able to soak into your chicken. Oh, well, would you look at that? Our chicken's been brining for 24 hours.
Inconceivable. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Still in the same shirt. We've got 2 cups of flour here, 6 eggs. We're gonna add 1.5 cups of corn flakes to this. We've got a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. We're just gonna toss that on top. Into our eggs, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of Louisiana hot sauce. Into our dry, we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of salt, and then some fresh cracked black pepper. We just added a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and now we're just gonna whisk all of this together. That cornstarch is just gonna give it a lighter, airier fry whenever you're breading it. And then we're gonna whisk together our hot sauce and our egg whites. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all of our chicken, add it to our egg base, and you're gonna wanna do 1 wet hand and 1 dry hand, just so you don't get huge clumps all over your hands. Give these a good toss in your egg white and hot sauce mixture. And then just a good coat in your flour and your corn flakes. Now that we've dredged our chicken once, we're gonna toss it back in our egg mixture.
You know how much I love watching you work.
Just to give it a second coat This is just gonna allow it to get a better fry. While our chicken is resting in the batter and while our oil is warming up,
You have to wait 15 minutes for full potency. And you shouldn't go in swimming after for at least, what?
An hour.
Yeah, an
A good
hour.
hour.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on our waffle mix. We've got 2 beaten eggs here. We've got a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 3/4 of oat milk. Add in a pinch of salt. We're gonna add in 2 cups of all-purpose flour and about a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you're just gonna whisk all this together. Now that your chicken has been resting in your batter for about 5 minutes, it's ready to be added to your oil. This is 350 degrees. Just gently lay these chicken tenders in the oil away from yourself. And then, while those are frying, you're gonna go ahead and add about a cup of your waffle mix to your waffle iron so that you'll have hot chicken and hot waffles all at the same time.
Marriage is what brings us together today.
We added a little bit of hot honey butter to our fried chicken and waffle. Basically, 1 ounce of honey, 1 ounce of Louisiana, and 2 ounces of butter. It just accentuates a little bit of spice in the chicken, but also gives that waffle a little bit of sweetness. We've got our death in the afternoon, and now we're ready for family dinner. If you'd like to see more Griffith Goods and Spirits content, hit us up with a like and subscribe. Hey, get off the light. Okay, there you go. What the fuck? He was freaking out. So I let him outside. And then he started scratching the window and I let him back in. And then he just started pushing the blinds aside. And I was like, you gotta pick one.